Hello and welcome back to White Lines Football. Lewis again here today, back with the next episode of the club I love. And today we are joined by Charlton fan Lucas. How you doing? Good stuff. So, like I say, you're a Charlton fan. Not going through the greatest time at the minute, but we'll start in the past. What started your love for football in general?
Charlton was the first team I ever went to watch.
Yeah.
I went back in the Premier League, I was about 4. Birmingham at home, and just done another bit ever since then, really.
Fair enough. So, why Charlton? Because it's the first team you went to watch, yeah?
Yeah. Well, my stepdad supported Charlton. He took me to watch Charlton. Got my first season ticket, and you can't really switch teams after you've had a season.
What was your first game then? Do you have memories from it?
I just know it was Birmingham at home. I couldn't tell you the score.
Do you know if you won?
It was in the Premier League, so probably not.
Fair enough. So, obviously you say like you've been in the Premier League and stuff. Now you're in League One. Through supporting Charlton, what's your best memory?
Probably winning the League One title.
Yeah.
Over 100 points.
Under Chris Powell, yeah?
Yeah. That's the only really good season we've had. The season after, our season back in the Championship was alright.
Yeah.
And when we finished 7th in the Premier League, but I don't really remember that so well.
Yeah. So fair enough. It's always good to win a title no matter how low it is. What are your memories from the Premier League era? So it was quite a while ago, but do you remember much of it?
I remember the season we got relegated.
Yep.
That was just battering after battering after battering. Other than that, the season we got relegated was one I only really remember.
Fair enough. So not many great memories, but
No, not really.
maybe you'll return one day.
Hope so.
Do you have a favourite ever goal you've seen supporting Charlton?
It's probably from this season. Yeah, Lewis Page's one yesterday was special. Or probably Ricky Holmes away at Oldham.
Yeah.
40 yards out, centre of the goal. No right to shoot, just smashes it. Top the corner. I was ill that day, so it made me feel a little bit better.
That's good. Were you at the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In Oldham. Quite a way to travel. What's your favourite away day memory? Would it be that goal or?
No, when we beat Peterborough 5-1 away.
Yeah.
Our second season in League One the first time round. We were woeful all season. Peterborough were fighting for promotion. I think we finished 14th. They went up and we beat them 5-1 at their place. That was probably my best ever away day.
Good stuff. You do a lot of away days, yeah?
This season, yeah.
How's it been?
I've had a couple of decent games, but I mean, since October it's been just boring. How many away games have I seen? We've won. Away at Bradford, that was a good one this season. Oldham, obviously. But before October, we were winning pretty much every away game. The worst one, obviously, Blackpool away this season.
Yeah. Made the journey up, it got postponed, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know which one was worse, the one where it got postponed or the one where we lost 1-0. Honestly.
Yeah. What about coming to Gillingham? Obviously made that journey, the short journey, but didn't quite go your way.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
We were bad, but you were even worse and we somehow still lost.
So you said about being in the Premier League and Championship and stuff. Did it hit you hard when you sort of realised League One, you're going to be here for a little bit, sort of thing?
When we first got relegated, I still wasn't that. I wasn't going to any of the games because I lived in Hull. So yeah. The second time round, yeah, because League One is just so boring. I think we should go up next season if we get taken over.
Yeah. Moving into the present then, how would you say this season's been on a whole? Because you say it's been up and down and it's been League One's quite boring, but how would you sum up this season?
Could be better, which should have been better. After the start we had.
Yeah.
I think we third in October after beat Bradford away. But since Bradford away, I think we've won, 6 league games since October.
Yeah.
But we're still only 2 points outside the playoffs, so can't really complain.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, departing recently, Carl Robinson. I know, because I know you personally, I know your views on him, but do you want to just share your views on him and how he sort of led your club?
used to like him when he first came in. Even when we was in a sticky patch this season, I still liked him. But the thing that turned it for me is when, like I said, Blackpool away, 500-mile round trip on a Tuesday night, he just shot off down the tunnel, didn't clap the away fans, and that's when I realised he was a bit of a mole. And then when we drew 1-0, 0-0 at Fleetwood, his last game in charge, he was just laughing and clapping the fans when we were booing him. So.
Yeah, obviously he's gone to Oxford now. Are you happy he's left?
It depends. Well, because we haven't got a replacement yet. Depends who replaces him, I guess.
Yeah.
The annoying thing is he said there's nothing in the rumours of him going to Oxford, then a week later he goes to Oxford.
Yeah. I also saw a thing where he said about how hard it was to leave Charlton, and then when he joined Oxford, he said it was a no-brainer as soon as Oxford came in.
It was like that. He says everything the fans want to hear. That's the kind of manager he is.
Yeah. What about in terms of his football, the side play? Because even when we played you twice this season, obviously we in Gillingham beat you twice, but I still thought you played some nice football.
It wasn't that great. Most of it was lump it up to Josh McGuinness, who hopes he wins a header but never does. Or if failing that, give it to the wingers and hope they can cross it into Josh McGuinness. It wasn't great.
Okay. So do you think the team, you say you're a few points off the playoffs, do you think the team is ready to challenge or go up this year, or do you think you do need another year in League One?
Well, we do need another year. We've got some decent players, but they're on loan. I mean, Ben Amos is a good goalkeeper. Jadon Silva's the best left back in the league, but he's only on loan. We sold our best player to Sheffield United. Other than that, there's not any real quality in the squad.
Bit of a revamp then in summer, and you mentioned the ownership. I don't think I need to ask, but what are your thoughts on Roland?
I think before him we had pretty rubbish owners as well, so everyone thought he was going to be a new what I'm looking for, release of life, but it's just been even worse. Yeah. I think we haven't spent any money in the past 3 transfer windows, but he still wants another transfer window out of us apparently, so I think he's waiting to sell Henry Konza for 10 million or whatever and take that money.
And then leave.
That's what he's waiting to do, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Obviously there's been quite a few protests going on at Charlton recently, stuff running the pitch. Have you been part of that, and are you happy to say that?
I wasn't didn't throw anything on the pitch, etc. But I was at the marches outside the games and whatnot. But didn't throw anything on the pitch or go on the pitch the last 2 seasons. I wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah, probably safer not to. So when the ownership does change eventually, where do you think you can go?
It depends. If they have any sort of money, probably back into the Championship, but if not, I'd say it will probably be a League One club, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The squad we've got now, like I said, isn't great, and you need money to improve it these days, so go around buying free transfers like we have last 2 seasons. So.
Yeah, and we obviously mentioned Carl Robinson a little bit. Yesterday, you got a win over an informed Plymouth. Moving up to 8th now, Charlton. How was it under Bowyer? Was it different, notably, or?
Yes, very. We was actually playing football rather than just hoofing it out the top.
Yeah.
We were all over them first half. They couldn't get anywhere near us. We could have been 4 or 5 up by half time, but again, we don't have a clinical striker, so. But it was much better, yeah.
Do you think Bowyer could be in line to take over permanently?
I'll give it to him to the end of the season. I'm not really sure he'll do a job past that. You can't blame him if we don't get the playoffs.
Yeah.
Why not give him a go?
Fair enough, yeah, if he's got you playing decent football. So under him, assumingly for the rest of the season, looking forward to the future, what do you think are the aims for this season? Do you think the aim is to just end the season on a high, or do you think the aim is to push for the playoffs?
I think the aim should be to push for the playoffs. But whether it is or not, we'll probably drill it into the players that the squad's good enough to get playoffs. So we get some playing good football, get playoffs. But we're bottle jobs, so if we do get playoffs, we'll lose to Shrewsbury or whoever finish third.
Well, I actually did at the start of this season have you as champions of League One. Probably a silly decision looking back now.
You put Blackburn and Wigan above us, below us, are you okay?
Obviously, you don't really have much stability at the club at the minute. Obviously, the ownership's a little bit all over the place, and the management, obviously, you haven't got a permanent manager in there. So it might be hard to say, but what do you think of the aims for maybe the next 10 years?
Next 10 years. It's probably an ambitious one, just to be in the Premier League again. Or at least fighting to go into the Premier League. If we're still in League One in 10 years' time, I'll be great. I can tell you that.
What if, say, you've gone up and then come back down again?
Depends how quickly we came down.
Yeah.
You want progression, don't you? So
yeah.
I'll say be fighting for Premier League.
And in terms of your own aspirations, where would you like to see Charlton in your lifetime? So I've spoken to a few fans of League One clubs, and they've sort of said, Premier League football. Do you think maybe in your lifetime you'd like to be able to push on for maybe a European spot, something like that?
Let's say Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because we've been in the Premier League before and know what it's like. Like instead of the season we finished 7th in the Premier League, we were 4th with like 6 games to go, so
yeah,
we shouldn't be playing European football some sort that season.
Yeah.
I think we can get Europe in my lifetime.
And would you be willing to sort of travel across Europe?
Yeah, definitely. Even if it was in the Europa League, having to go to Azerbaijan that Thursday night,
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Yeah, it would be good. One final question then. Are you Charlton until you die?
Obviously.
What a great way to live your life. So that wraps up the questions. Thank you very much for coming on.
Okay.
I'll leave Lucas's socials, whatever he wants to.
Don't leave my Twitter in the description. It's a mess.
I'll stick it in there anyway. You can follow it if you want to follow it. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.